The story we're unpacking today is something I think literally every single one of us can relate to in some way. We're talking about a massive shift in perspective. And we're going to start by meeting a family. Let's call them the Madhavs. Picture a perfectly nice house, a perfectly nice car parked in the driveway, and inside there's one kid named Araf. By all accounts, Araf is a completely normal, super energetic 7-year-old boy. He's running around, playing, just doing his thing. It's a really warm, familiar scene. But, if you were to sit down at the dinner table with the Madhavs, you would very quickly notice a pattern. Right between passing the salt and dishing out the vegetables, the dinner conversation almost always circles back to the exact same theme. Do you know how expensive school fees are these days? And it really doesn't stop there. It's usually accompanied by these heavy sighs and comments like, "He is just such a headache," or that classic line, "Do you have any idea how many times we could have traveled the world with this money?" It's that dry, slightly exhausted complaining that honestly, we all do. The kid is just eating up their travel fund, one textbook and lost uniform tie at a time. And this really just perfectly captures the everyday comedy of parenting. I mean, Arav is 7 years old, right? He asked for a bicycle. Just a standard 2-wheeled bicycle. But if you were listening to his parents react, you would honestly think the kid had just handed them a shiny brochure for a custom private jet. The exasperation is so real, and to them, the financial and emotional weight of raising this boy feels absolutely monumental on a random Tuesday night. Now, what's absolutely crucial to remember here is that this feeling is completely valid. Millions of parents feel exactly this way. To be totally fair, kids are expensive. They really are exhausting. Anyone who has ever raised a child knows that those 3 a.m. fevers that just spike out of nowhere are terrifying and utterly draining. And those full-blown, lying on the floor tantrums in the middle of the supermarket? Yeah, those are very, very real. Nobody is out here pretending that parenting is a relaxing spa day. It is hard work. But here's the catch. The really important part is what happens in the middle of all that daily noise. The Madhavs, in all their exhaustion, have kind of forgotten the part where Arav exists at all. They've lost sight of the absolute magic of that moment when the front door opens and he immediately yells out, "Papa!" Or the fact that his laugh is so big and loud it could literally be its own sound effect in a movie. Over time, those joyful, chaotic, beautiful parts of having a kid, they just got filed away under expenses. He stopped being a miracle and just kind of started being a line item on a budget spreadsheet. Section 1. The quiet rooms. 15 minutes away. Because if you leave the Madhav's noisy, expensive dinner table and take a drive about 15 minutes down the road, you're going to find a completely different reality. The humor, the exasperation about bicycles, we're leaving all of that behind. You'll find the Iyers, and their house is quiet. They've been married for 11 years now, and those years have been defined by this deep, aching weight. 2 rounds of medical treatments, 3 heartbreaking disappointments. The timeline is incredibly long, and the silence in their home is heavy. There are no bicycles to buy here. There are no school fees to complain about. Instead, there is just this. One framed ultrasound photo held up by a magnet on the refrigerator. It's from a pregnancy that tragically just didn't make it to a nursery. It's just a small, quiet image in a kitchen that was supposed to be messy and loud. The Iyers don't complain about school fees or travel budgets. They would trade absolutely anything, every single vacation, every quiet evening, every dollar they have to their name just to have a school fee to complain about, to just have a reason to be exhausted. And if we go just a little bit further down that exact same road, there's another house. Inside is a family that doesn't talk about their son very much anymore. And it's definitely not because they don't think about him. It's actually because they think about him constantly, every single second of the day. But some days, the memory is just so immense that it's easier to carry that love and that loss in silence. He was 8. It was an illness that nobody saw coming, and then, far too quickly, the house was just empty. There are no dramatic scenes here. It's just quiet, lingering details. An empty room, and right by the entryway, a pair of small shoes. They're still sitting by the door because, simply put, nobody in that house has had the heart to move them. They walk past those shoes every single day. That is the stillness of their reality. A quiet room, soft light, and the profound absence of a noisy, headache-inducing child. Section 2. The universal irony. Standing on answered prayers. When you pull back from these neighborhoods and you put these houses side by side, the noisy one, the waiting one, the grieving one, you really start to see this strange,
almost unfair joke that life plays on us. The people who have the thing they wanted most in the world are sometimes the ones who complain about it the loudest. It's just human nature, right? The parents who have a healthy growing child are the ones pulling their hair out over the cost of a bicycle. Meanwhile, the people who don't have that child would give up literally everything. Their peace, their quiet, all their savings, just for one loud, expensive, headache-inducing Tuesday. And what's really crucial to recognize here is that this isn't just about parenting. We are all, every single one of us, a little bit guilty of this in our own lives. I mean, think about it. How often do we complain about the job we have, the early commute, the annoying boss, the endless emails? We complain so loudly about the very job that someone else who has been hunting for work for over a year is desperately praying for right now. Or think about the holidays. We completely dread the obligatory family dinner. We complain about having to show up, about the awkward conversations with relatives, the noise, the stress of the whole shebang. But right across town, someone is sitting in a quiet dining room, setting one extra place at their table, just hoping to feel a little less alone. We spend so much time crying over what we lack, completely blind to the fact that we are standing right on top of the exact things other people are desperately praying for. Section 3, an answered prayer. The sticky note takeaway. So how do we actually fix this? How do we make that shift in our perspective? I want to synthesize all of this into something so simple, so grounded, that you could literally write it on a sticky note and put it on your bathroom mirror. If you go home today and you have a kid who is actively climbing on your good furniture, leaving sticky handprints everywhere, if they are screaming at the absolute top of their lungs because it's bedtime and they refuse to sleep, if they are costing you money you absolutely did not plan to spend this month, I want you to look at that exhaustion totally differently. Look right at that chaos and just remind yourself that is not a burden. The unexpected costs, the total lack of sleep, the noise, yeah, it feels heavy for sure, but it is absolutely not a burden. That chaos, that is someone else's ultimate answered prayer, living right there in your house, running through your halls, looking up at you and calling you mama or papa and doing it absolutely for free. What feels like a daily inconvenience to you is the exact miracle someone just 15 minutes down the road is begging the universe for. Which leaves us with one final, simple question for you to take away from this explainer today. Will you go hug that inconvenience today? Look, don't hold on to any guilt for being tired. Being tired is just part of being human. But let that tiredness be laced with profound gratitude. Appreciate what is present in your life right now, the loud, messy, expensive beauty of it all. Because someone somewhere would give up absolutely everything just to have it. See you next time.